Right, I've got a new set of bars, let's have a look at them. And they've got the risers as well. I want to bring the bike up a bit, my riding position up a little bit. So let's get these open, nicely packed up. A lot of people don't put handlebars in boxes, don't they? It's funny. Right, I'm not going to film this bit, I don't think. I think it's pretty silly filming me taking the wrapping off. There they are. So, here we go. Get them out of the way. They're black, but that's okay. I wanted a bit of a contrast. I like the silver at first. It looks a bit wishy-washy. So you've got the thingamies there, you've got the clamps there, and obviously these sit and they convert. Is that 20? Yes, 22mm. They convert the 22mm into the fat bars. Nice, very nice. And obviously you take them off, these clamps off. But I'll go and do a dry fit just now. I'll leave these here. If I need them, I'll come and get them. Nice. What are these stainless bolts like? Obviously they're going to need oil in them. I don't know what kind of quality they are. My toolkit's not here. My toolkit is... I've got another toolkit, mind. This one might have an Allen key in here. So look, that's probably too small. Yeah, it's too small. That's too big. Right size, that's the right size. So I just want to expect one of these bolts just to see what kind of quality we're looking at. I've got a magnet there. I mean, I'm assuming they're stainless, but they might not be. No, are they? I'll be replacing them, I think. I don't like they're cheap, nasty looking things. And we're wanting to put a bit of oil on them anyway. I've got some bolts here, a couple of wee bolts. Where are we? What size are we looking at? Ideally I'd like some new ones, so we're going into new thread, so I'd like at least have some clean ones. So, yeah, that looks like it's a new one. And that one I need 4. It's a bit long, that one. That looks like a new one. Yep. Any more? Oh, there we go. That's a new one. So 4 new bolts there. I just changed them just now. I want to see what's underneath it as well. Obviously they go into these holes, so they'll be exactly the same bolt. You'd have thought anyway. Probably don't supply them. So look. Just see if they supply them. No, they don't. So you have to supply your own bolts. Right, I want to put a couple of bolts in there while I'm here. And have I got some out there on the clamp? I've got some out there I can use. So they'll go in there with a little bit of oil on the thread. That'll be fine. I don't need to hack them down too tight. So that wants to come like that. That wants to come like that. Don't want to do them too tight because I have to take them back off. Look at the difference in the quality. Wow. Useless. I mean, they weren't exactly cheap. I thought £35 wasn't cheap. I was really interested in that VMAX setup because it's designed for a VMAX, so it'll have that'll be a good quality clamp. But it came with the top yoke as well, and I thought the top yoke will just sit here. But just such a waste if I bought it. What's the chances of me actually selling it, the top yoke? And I thought, I'm not going to bother. Plus it's £50 and for it just to sit there, it's such a waste of money. I don't mind paying for things as long as I get the value out of them. Right, let's get this one here. And of course these go from 1 inch to 7/8, so I can get all my controls on here. There we go. I can move these around. I'll take that. I've got a spanner out there, I don't need to take this. That's them there with the nice new stainless bolts on them. And I've got stainless bolts out there already. Right, I need one more little thing. Where did I put it? I had it here. I need this because this is for the brake reservoir. I've got another brake reservoir coming, but there's a lovely little bracket I just kind of made, just so happened kind of bracket. I need a bit of a burr on that. That's it. That's better. So just so bracket, you know. I just needed something and it worked perfectly. So I just kept it on and it looks really good, but it's a bit rusty. So I'm going to get it off and spray it and make it look nice. Right, let's go with the bike. Just before I put the bars on, how is this for a nice touch? You can actually take that little moon off. Isn't that great? Probably have to replace that, that isn't stainless. That wee bolt. So I'll do that. Isn't that fantastic? That's how they're going to sit. I'll just get the bars on. So that's them there. I've just got to determine whether they hit. Ooh, they just miss it, look. They just missed that. Oh, got to watch that reservoir. Just get this up, these bars up. Be careful. I don't want that reservoir getting. Bring that round. Aye, that touches on that. It touches just. Let's pop this down and see if I can get that down. Without that, that's alright. See how comfy it is. How it's comfortable, mind. Why is that hitting yet the other side isn't? Very strange. I mean, I could turn it around, turn these clamps around, but that wouldn't help, would it? Make it worse. Okay, let's just get them changed over. I just wonder how much that would be actually hitting, how much of a problem it would actually be. It's touching off there slightly, and why is it touching off there? Yeah, it's not at this side. Probably because the tanks, they warp, don't they? I'm going to get the controls moved over because I can change those clamps with everything on the handlebars anyway. So let's get the controls moved over. Right, that's them on. I've just got to start something now. It's hitting off that. It touches that a wee bit. That's the kind of the warping of these Daytona tanks. These plastic tanks there. It's not bad. Just got to make sure the cables have got enough snag. It's okay. And that's perfect there. That's perfect. The throttle cable I had to reroute a little bit. Sorry. Camera. Okay. And the clutch, yeah, there's a little bit of play in the clutch. Play there. Okay, let's start that up. What's the matter with this thing? Doesn't want to start, why not? Try again. Something come out of the clutch. Try again. Alright, I've done something. If some wires come loose somewhere. All I did was turn the lights off. Seems okay, not tight. You can see out of both mirrors, no problem. Just have to adjust them. It's really filthy. They always do when they're cold. Settle down. And I do like that wee bracket I've made. Just need to paint it. I've got a new one of these coming. This is seized in here and I didn't want to try and rip that off. So changing oil, I've marked all this up. So I got a new one of these. It was very, very cheap. Lights on. Fuel lights on, so I need fuel. Fantastic. So I've worked out why that is hitting off there. It's because inside these brackets here I've got slotted bolts, slotted holes, so they can be slightly adjustable. So I need to adjust this one, push it forward a bit. Another tiny issue is it's like a guitar string, not quite as bad as that, but when you're sat on it it's okay, but at rest, not good. So I have to come up with another solution, but very, very comfortable. Let's just get it. I've got some copper slip here. Right, let's just get these off a little bit. And they can see how they move. They've got movement in them, so I'm going to push them right forward, get them away from that tank cover. I want to take them bolts out anyway and put some of this copper slip on them. So I'll get on with that. Now the battery's a wee bit low, but it's not hitting the tank anymore. There's definitely a wee bit bigger gap there, but still not hitting at all. So that's fine, and you feel lovely and comfortable. Just got to adjust these controls. It's easy enough to do, pushing forward. But it is such a beautiful riding position. Really, really smart. Just sitting upright, your back's upright. It's not as uncomfortable in the seat. I've just bought a new seat cover. Well, it's just a bit of vinyl. And I was going to repad the seat. I've got some motorcycle armour there that I take out of the back protectors. I'm going to use that. I don't know what to see, because it was so uncomfortable before, but going around the bypass it felt lovely. But I think that looks nice. Just needs a good clean, and I'm happy there's copper slip on them now. And they're both pushed all the way forward and equidistance down there on that clamp, so it looks a bit better. That bit's hanging out there, I don't know if that's supposed to be, unless that's supposed to be on the inside, but whatever. You can take them off. You'd probably take them off and hack them in half, couldn't you? Anyway, that's it. Finished.